Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. I hope everything is great with you guys as it is with me. Please leave this video a big like, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe if you haven't already. It literally takes 1 second and helps me out tremendously in growing this channel. Having said that, guys, let's get right into today's workout footage. So today was mainly a push day, I would say, but with a little bit of everything in there as well. So I started out with this incline dumbbell press, going fairly heavy. Here I had the 25 kilo dumbbells in each hand there, and I believe I went up to the 27.5s and did those for the remaining 3 sets. So all in all, a good session there. Hard to get some good angles in the gym. As you saw, that last one was really hard. That's me trying to set up my camera as good as I can. Here I asked a wonderful young lady who was, able to film me. Usually it's pretty hard though. I don't want to disturb people who are in the middle of their sets and everything, and people get weird about filming, so you don't try to film everyone in the gym as well, so that's a struggle as well. Really nice young woman here wanted to film me, though, or I asked her to film me, and she was really nice about it, and got some good angles here, so we appreciate that, as you guys know. So yeah, I'm pressing the 27.5s here in each hand. Felt really, really good. And I started off with the incline dumbbell press. I didn't do the pull-ups before or anything else, the dips. I usually don't do it in that order. So nice with a little change of pace there, and nice that that felt good, so that you know that you can sort of alternate in the way that you do the exercises and the order that you do the exercises, and everything to reach your strength potential and your strength goals, right? Anyways, after those 4x12 with the incline dumbbell press, I went right into, you guys know what it is, the daily 100 pull-ups. 10 by 10 here, standard shoulder width grip, nothing to brag about. Got it done in a little less than 30 minutes, I believe, 28 or 29 minutes. Nothing to brag about, just getting it done. I find that if I don't necessarily try and I'm doing it body weight, and I'm not trying to beat the clock, I'm not trying to do anything spectacular, but I don't want to sit in the gym forever, be doing my pull-ups and waiting in between sets forever. What I can comfortably do is around 30 minutes. Anything a lot less than that starts to be a struggle. So if I want to start shaving off time, I believe I have to start incorporating the pull-up sessions with like minimal rest time. Like I'm really working on my stamina. It's going to be, you're going to be in there breathing hard. You're going to be, potentially just resting like 1 minute between sets, 45 seconds. That is some CrossFit stuff, Jesus Christ. But that's the kind of workouts you're going to have to be working with. And you're going to have to do it in lower reps and do it in more sets to be able to do that. And then potentially, eventually, you'll be able to do a 10 by 10, with just 1 minute rest time or 30 seconds. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that. That's some insane strength, let's just say that. Also, that kind of strength and stamina is nothing that I'm striving for primarily. It is something long-term that I would love to have. Really good for your heart, your health as well, to have that kind of strength, that stamina, muscle endurance. Really, really good for you. However, I am focusing more on the weighted pull-ups now, working up towards the potentially L-sit pull-ups we're going to work with, see if that's anything to do that is of any value. But as of right now, I'm not going to be working on those stamina workouts primarily. I will throw them in here and there, especially on days when you just want to get your pull-ups done. That's a really good and effective way of doing it. Do sets of like 7 or 8, rest low in between, and then just get it done. And, I've done it in like 20, 21 minutes, 10 by 10, but being able to do it in 15 or less, I mean, that is hard, man. That is hard work for me anyway. I'm not anywhere near that kind of strength level as of right now. But before that is going to be a main focus of mine, I really want to get higher on those weighted pull-ups. I mean, the way I'm struggling with 20 kg right now as of late with the neutral grip and not getting up there on the bar, I mean, that's just unacceptable in my opinion for where I want to, be strength-wise in the future and right now. But I'm not kicking myself in the foot too much. I'm not, being too mad about it. So I just look forward, guys. I just have the forward mindset, keep striving forward, and see what I can do to improve and strengthen myself going forward. So after those pull-ups, we went right into the hanging leg raises, and you guys know I've been doing these a lot as of late. But today, since we did so much other things within the workout as well, I just did 3 sets of 15, called it with the leg raises. I was kind of fatigued in general in the core though from all the work I've been doing leading up to today as well. Pretty much every day I've been doing some kind of core work, except for maybe the big back days where I've been doing like just a ton of volume for back. So yeah, went a little more conservative there with the sets and not going too hard. Right after the hanging leg raises, I went right into some body weight dips there, 4 by 10 to 12 reps. I believe I got 12 on the first two and 10 on the last two. Really working on that form there. Not going too hard on the dips. Don't want to hurt my elbows. I'm struggling a little with that. So to strengthen those pushing muscles that I want to do with the dips, I do it in other ways, as you're seeing right here, right now on the footage. I'm doing some triceps extensions, going fairly heavy on them, pretty much as heavy as I can within the 12 to 15 rep range, which is high volume, high reps, but I think an exercise like this, you don't really get much of doing lower than 8 to 10, or 10 really, in my opinion. So going pretty much as heavy as I can with these. I believe I did a drop set on the last one here too. This is the set I'm doing a drop set on, I think. And as I said, I want to do and target these pushing muscles pretty much with the dips, because I think the dips is just a phenomenal exercise. Doesn't really build that mass, which a lot of people think is frustrating, but I think it really builds actual pushing strength like nothing else, in my opinion. And it really develops the shoulder strength and health like nothing else, because you really just get that stretch at the bottom of the motion, which I just think is a real killer. You can feel it the day after a big dip session, and it feels great, in my opinion. For me, it's just the elbow that's acting up when I get too high with the volume, or if I do weighted dips, like anything above, a 10 kilo plate repping out, I will start feeling it after 1 or 2 sets. So that's the way I go about my pushing strength for right now. So as you saw in the first exercise I did today was a fairly heavy 10 to 12 rep range dumbbell press, incline dumbbell press, which targets the chest, the shoulders, but mainly the chest and upper chest, which is something that you got to work on. Most people that have weak upper chests, I'm one of them. So just join the club, put that bench on the incline, and just rep them out, guys. I think that's the way to go. Incline dumbbell press is phenomenal for strength and hypertrophy. So that's the way I go about the chest and shoulder training, mostly chest, and then I do accessory movements like these with cables for triceps. Don't really get as much frustration with the triceps and the elbow pain when I train them like this, rather than doing the bodyweight dips, or weighted dips for that matter, even more, right? So I can feel it a little if I do these overhead rope extensions that I'm doing right now, that I went into right after the triceps extensions, but it's not that bad, and I really focusing more on form than going heavy on those, and it's usually on like the 4th set when I'm done anyway, and if it gets too bad, I just cut it, but usually if I'm warmed up, it feels okay. And the extensions usually don't bother me at all either. So that's the way I go about it, doing accessories, but going more kind of bodybuilder way within my pushing and strength training for the chest and pushing muscles, right? So a little frustrating because I love bodyweight training like nothing else, but that's what I'm doing right now. I want to get a good base for my pushing strength, as I am, really focusing on the pulling, as you guys know. Pull-ups every day is what I do. It is what I do. So really focusing on strengthening the front part of my body, I think, is important, because strengthening opposites, that's something I might have to talk more about. I really believe that's true. Like, boxers have really strong upper backs. Do they use their backs? No, but it stabilizes them when they, hit that pressing movement of punching, so to say. Weird comparison there, but if you want a strong back, I do believe you have to train your chest adequately, and not as much if you're focusing on the pull-up. I mean, you're not going to focus on chest press, of course, but you gotta train the chest and triceps if you want to get a strong back. There's no way around it, and you're going to get uneven and potentially injured if you don't do that. So that's why I'm sort of really going on about this pushing strength right now, and how I can go about it with my slightly bad elbow. Anyway, guys, finished off with some chest flies there after the triceps, really getting that good pump in the chest. Felt actually really good today. And with that said, that was the end of the workout. Focusing on the opposite side there, 100 pull-ups and some core and some and a chest day, push day. I guess, you know, some dips, some incline dumbbell press, and 2 triceps movements as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really appreciate you watching all the way through. If you haven't already, please leave this video a big like and subscribe. Literally takes 1 second and it helps me out tremendously in growing this channel. Having said that, guys, I will see you in the next video.